Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Today is Friday. You won't see this till Saturday. Yeah, you won't see this till Saturday. I forgot. Anyway, my name is Kendra. This is my channel, and welcome if you're new. It's nice to see you, meet you, hear from you if you make a comment, and welcome back, friends, if you're not new. So today I'm going to make hand pies, a hack for hand pies, and I'm doing caramel apple. So caramel apple hand pies, and where do you see this? You may already know, but I've made hand pies, but not caramel apple ones. I need to put these dishes away. I need to put these dishes in. I've got things set up for doing the caramel apple. This is peanut oil. I'm using it because it has a higher smoking temp. Not that I need to bring it up higher, but I'm also using it because I want to get it gone. I've got another full one, and I don't want it to go bad. You know what I mean? So here's my draining rack. When you fry these, you don't want them to set in the oil. You want them to drip if there's any excess so they don't get, greasy. And my pan, and I'm just going to do a couple at a time, maybe. And there's that part. Let me tell you about this too. I've gone through all my autumn stuff. All my autumn boxes are gone through. I have purged a good bit. I decided this time that now that I'm older, I'm going to stop hanging on to a lot of things, and I'm only going to keep what's very, very important to me. These are only here because they're for Thanksgiving. So, not this. So and not that. That is a coffee cup. That's just a pretty white turkey, and this goes on the table for Thanksgiving to hold butter instead of just my usual glass. And I don't even know what this is for. Maybe you would put butter in it. Maybe you would put something else in it. Anybody know? It's really pretty. It looks like a little pastry. Probably got that at a thrift store. Oh, and then I took this out of the bathroom because I thought it'd be prettier here. It holds my hand soap, and I left the dish soap one. And then these usually go on the table. They're salt and pepper shakers. I didn't use them. I just think they're cute. You can't even see that because of the lighting. There we go. I've had that for a couple years now. It says Autumn Vibes, and I don't use it much. I just keep it up there. So there's that. I just, stuff going on here. All right, here's what we're going to need for the hand pies. Because they're caramel apple, I'm choosing to use the Great Value apple pie filling and topping. Okay, here's why. Don't sleep on this Great Value Walmart brand. There's my glasses. Anyway, this Great Value brand is better than the other actual canned apple brands. They are a better color. There's more chunks of apple and less of just, the sauce. It's a good deal. And so this is the only brand of apple pie filling I buy anymore. Okay, I'm going to need a little water. I'll be using biscuits. Now wait, give me a minute. When you fry these and use the turbinado sugar on them, they look just like hand pies, and they crunch up. It's going to be good. You wait. I need a little flour for rolling out each biscuit. And these are my caramel apple bits. They're Kraft caramel apple bits. Are specifically for baking. They easily melt, and they're just little bits. So these will melt in it. Okay, here's what I was going to say about these. I didn't realize that these buttermilk grands, they have got an incredible shelf life. I bought these in August, early August. And they're good until November, mid-November. Both cans are good till mid-November. That's crazy to me that they last that long. But they do. So I'm going to put you up on a stand so you can watch, and I won't be jerking the camera around. Oh, and I just turned on my oil, so it's getting warm enough. It won't be for a minute or so, maybe more than a minute. Want to see my eggs? I'm convinced I've only got one or two girls. So there's that. I wish I knew how to tell the difference. I may have to pay somebody who does to come over here. Would you look at my quail's private parts and tell me what I have here? That's not weird. Not weird at all. Okay, so we're getting one a day again. At first we were getting two a day. Now we're getting one a day. But we're switching them around, and I'll show you. At the very end of this video, very end of it, I will show you what we've got going on for cages now. It's way better. We stopped boinking around with using rabbit cages, gerbil cages, whatever. We're using actual stacking, you know, quail cages. Yeah, that's what they are. I never even said. If you're new here, you're like, what are they? They're quail eggs. All right, so I have switched you around over here. This is going to be hot, so I'm going to try to do both at once. I wanted to show you, I check my oil with a pick. Could be a toothpick, but that's mighty close. So I just use one of these long. And so what you do is you just stick it in and watch for bubbles, just like you would around dough. This is just barely starting to get some bubbles, so it's not ready yet. So I'll check it again in a minute or so and see if the bubbles are a bigger deal. Here's something else I just thought to tell you. I took this little bitty sharp knife and a fork with that pie filling, because the pie chunks, you know, they're nice sized chunks like you'd want in a pie, but these are hand pies, so they're smaller. So I cut the chunks into about thirds or fourths. That way you get more bites of fruit in each hand pie. Okay, that's all. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but I'm going to stick it in now. We'll see how it works now. There's absolutely, yes, bubbles. This is good. So I'm going to go ahead and make the dough. I'm going to turn it down just a skosh. Okay, let's go make the dough. Back over here now, and I realize I said make the dough on my way over here. Here's me making the dough. So I'm going to start with putting some on the bottom, and then I floured my bowl, I floured my bread thing, my rolling pin, my bread thing. And I'm just going to go back and forth until I get it to, maybe 7 inches, maybe 6, probably 6. Rolling pastry has never been my strong suit, and I'm going to be covered with both oil and pastry very soon here. So the more you give it some action, the easier it is supposedly to do this. And I should also say that some people like to use butter biscuits. They have, the flecks of what appears to be butter, but I'm sure is actually, butter flavor Crisco. Maybe not. Okay, I think I'm good. Here we go. So I have some pastry. I have some, I'm actually shaking. I ate. I had coffee and I ate. I don't know what my deal is. It doesn't matter how you place it. You're going to fold this puppy in half. Look at my glasses. Okay. Now I'm going to take some of these, no sir, you're not going out, sorry. Some of these nibs of caramel. Not tried this before. I've not seen anybody else try this before, so we'll see how this goes. Fold it over and turn it around for you. So that's it. Now I want to take my finger. I got some water here. I used to have a bunch of shot glasses when I drank, like, anyway. But now I just have this. It's an Anchor Hocking. I guess it's for measuring liquid. Okay, now I'm going to take my fork. I'm going to put my fork in the flour, just a little. I'm going to go roundy, roundy, round. I'm going to let you see this first one. And then, you don't have to watch me do the others because it is exactly as the first one. I don't want to bore you. I, myself, prefer to watch a lot of videos in one day. And when I have to watch everybody do every single thing, it slows me down. But I still love you. Oh, should I put... I don't know if I should... No. If I were going to bake these, then I would put, a slit in the top, but I'm not. If I put a slit in the top like this, turn them over, it's going to come out. So, come with me, won't you? These are cooking too fast, so I'm going to turn them down. I can already see that they're browning way too quickly. Oh dear. Well, that's how you learn, I guess. Let me get this one turned over real quick. in my opinion, these are much too dark. Waiting for that turbinado sugar to melt some. So what I did was I turned down my oil, and I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do one and see how it works. It seems to be working better on low. Look at the grease mess already. Anyway, so lower. That's more like it. My husband always says when I cook something darker than I think it should be, mostly cookies, he'll look at that and he'll say, I'll say, oh, I burned the cookies. And he'll say, don't you dare throw those away. Because I'll throw them in the garbage rather than feed them to the family if they're dark. And my mom likes dark too. I'm so much happier with this level of brown over this level of brown. Yeah. I'm doing a better job now. I've got 3 more to do after I take this one out. And I have 6 done right here, I think. I don't know. So you can see these just look a whole lot better than do these. They're just darker. I don't know that they're burned, but they are biscuits. And you don't like biscuits that color probably. So 10 biscuits and 1 can of apple filling almost did it. I've got 2 left here. It's not going to do it. I'm going to put what's left here into the last biscuit. And maybe I'll make cinnamon donut holes or something out of the others. There they are. 6 nice looking ones. And 3 Hydra ugly. I left the oil on. I'm going over here. I'm going to make some cinnamon balls. I got 1 biscuit, cut it in 4 flat pieces. Going to roll them up in balls with the caramel inside. Gonna fry them up, drop them in a bag, like in a grocery sack, a lunch sack, paper lunch sack full of cinnamon sugar. Shake them up, call them done. They are in. Whether they stay shut, we'll shall see. I didn't use any water. I just pinched them tight in hopes, you know. We'll see. I just don't care for the last one, I guess. Here's my bag, and my cinnamon sugar is down inside. I'll give it a shake when they're done. I flipped them, and while cooking, 2 did pop open a little on the corner, and there's not much I can do about that, so I'm just going to let it ride. It's just 4 pieces. I keep trying to make it okay in my own head. There was a little bit of burned biscuit on this one, and I just popped it off. It looked terrible. All right, I'm going to try to do these while I hold the camera. There. 1. The heat's already off. 2. Hey, if these work, these would be good and easy just to do by themselves. I don't know what you'd call them. Caramel apple. No, there's no apple. Caramel balls. Depending on what these are like on the inside, I would say definitely these are worth making in their own right. 1 biscuit makes 4 of these. And put the caramel bits on the inside, and I'm sure you could think of something else on the outside. You could make an orange glaze with powdered sugar, vanilla, a little tiny bit of cream, and some whole milk. Or maybe it's whole milk and not cream. Anyway, these would be a tasty after-school treat. I'm going to hit these with some glaze already. I decided to make them prettier. And I'm going to bury these in the backyard. I'm kidding, I won't. Here, I'm going to tell you this. I keep one of these out just in case it bursts into flames and I can get the fire out quick and I won't have to run with the doggies. I have milk, whole milk, vanilla, and powdered sugar. I'm not using a recipe. I'm flying by the seat of my pants. So here's some milk. I make my own vanilla, so there's beans in it, and I give it a shake just to get some. Here's some vanilla. I don't know. I get it pretty thin because I want to pour it. That's pretty thin. Yeah. That dog wants out bad. I'm going to thin it just a little bit more. There we go. And we're going to try it. Here they are. I just drizzled a little bit. I used only half of it. And we'll see if this hardens. Really, I should have looked at a recipe. That's how it goes. I'm going to let these cool 100% right here. Right now, I'm gonna go ahead and just cut one in half that's overcooked. I don't want to trash one of the pretty ones. I want the family to see them pretty. Ooh, it's crunchy. Nice. And there's lots of apple. And so then I've got the donut hole, loosely named donut hole. Those caramel bits didn't quite melt, but kids don't care. Let me see. Hot. Meh on that. Just swallow it. Wow. Yeah, half of those is enough. Okay, I'm going to taste this. Yum. Much better. Even though they're ugly, they're good. And they taste between homemade and if they were crispier, they would be exactly like a KFC pie. Do you remember those? Do they still sell those? I haven't been to KFC in a long time. So anyway, I'm going to finish this. You can see the caramel inside, and you can definitely taste the caramel inside. And there's plenty of apple and apple filling. You know, the juice or whatever pudding inside. But I think these are very tasty, and I put it all together quick, mainly because I was trying to get it done before my husband gets back from town. Hey, if you want to, I'm going to show a bonus at the end, and it is the new quail cages. If you don't care anything about quail, you can go now. But thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing, those of you that do, friends. And thank you for just stopping by. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful Saturday. I did hide the ugly ones. Let me see if I can turn this camera around. They're under the towel. Okay, tell me about it. Are you a boy? Let me hear you again. Think you're a boy? He's a roaster. He's a crowing, as quail do. There you go. That's a boy. I don't know what these two are. Now, are these the two that were hurt? I hear you. You are the boss.